Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up, YouTube? And I'm back with another video. I'm doing for the day, y'all. Okay, okay. This my with the video. I'm talking about about rapper Snoop Dogg versus Gayle King. With the video, I'm talking about the rapper Snoop Dogg versus Gayle King on how things went out of trouble both of them. So, okay, yeah. Myself seen this the video about on how the rapper Snoop Dogg feel about on how Gayle King had basically disrespected Kobe Bryant, yeah. Yeah, in the video, like I think he said some words about about Gayle King, the woman who said that Kobe Bryant had raped somebody back in his past, but yeah, I think this kind of like a beef between him versus Gayle King. And the thing about this stuff going on is that I believe that hold on, I can't believe that Snoop Dogg was kind of like upset with her talk about Kobe Bryant's page, on his past life, on how he was accused of raping somebody. Mistake. I think it's not her business to I said business for her to I said her tell her his secrets, but I think he kind of like mad at the at the woman by telling the late legend Kobe Bryant had raped somebody, or was convicted of rape or something. But I think this is kind of like going on like with like people who get accused of things like rape, assault. I don't know, but like these things, I think people who get accused of raping somebody, they all been charged with like they are basically accused of rape allegations, But I think this kind of like a thing to where Kobe. Yeah, I said where Kobe Bryant was more accused, of him, of his past. I think they I don't know. I think that King had told somebody that Kobe Bryant was a rapist. Somehow the Snoop Dogg has seen her talk about this on TV, and somehow he felt upset about about on how she kind of like approached the whole situation. But if I think the whole thing about with people who just gossip all the time, folks who like gossip over stuff, Mister people's folks like gossip over people's past, but instead of like I think they I think she kind of like overlook Kobe Bryant's passion, or his good words for people though, Miss that and I think Snoop Dogg was kind of like upset with her, on TV talk about on how he was like a rapist, but somehow people might want to like I say Mr. Screw everything about what he done, but I think like Gayle King was a news anchor on TV, Miss that I think she did like an interview, with somebody, and somehow, she exposed Kobe Bryant's page, somehow, you know, yeah. But I seen like YouTube videos about Boosie, had somebody. Boosie was kind of mad at Gayle King for doing that, Miss that. Boosie and Snoop Dogg was kind of mad, but if I think this time thing can really go on, basically in the basically in the rap industry, the whole the whole basketball industry, means that things for you do in life, means that they can be exposed, exposed to doing it, means that folks are gonna like let's talk about like people's page, on how they are basically a drug addict, a rapist, somebody, who don't care about people's life, And yeah, I think she's trying to tarnish Kobe Bryant's page, or basically his legacy though. Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know. I think she should. I don't know. I think she's trying to tarnish his name, by mud, by I, I said about him being like a. Hold on. Yeah, I said like about him being like a rapist, but I don't think King is trying to tarnish his name. He's dead now, but like folks, want to talk about him being a rapist, but he dead. How you gonna talk about a person's past? And I had to feel himself. Basically talk about on what caused this person to I don't know, but I think people just gotta learn on how to not gossip over things. Because people like want to folks want to gossip. Folks want to gossip over things that happened. I said we're bad back 10, 20 years ago. They want to break it up instead. Yeah, I think King kind of got too much close to the truth about him. About how about how the legend Kobe Bryant was. But if I think Kobe Bryant, was a good person, but I never myself I never hear like him being rapist at all, man. I never hear him doing bad things to people though. But yeah, I think Kobe Bryant was a good person while while he was alive. But yeah, I think King kind of like took things out of control to where she's trying to tell people that he was a rapist, or or he was accused of raping somebody. But yeah, I think that I guess it can be like false or true. I don't know, but if I think Snoop Dogg and Boosie was kind of like mad at her for doing that, I, let me see. I don't know that people like gossip. I don't know. I think people. I don't know. I think people want to like gossip, gossip over things. They could be untrue or false, but I think these things. Yeah, I think this kind of like takes the point where they are. I said when she trying to like tell folks, through the whole entire internet, but that Kobe Bryant was a good person, but he was accused of raping somebody, which is like they which is true or not true. I almost that, but like I don't know. I think Snoop Dogg had called her name or something, and then he apologized for her. I think he apologized to get King for his own outbursts. Basically online, like I think Snoop Dogg was kind of like mad at the whole entire situation, with him and Gayle King, got into it, means that over over Lake Kobe's Bryant's page, but I think these things, probably need to, let it go, move on. But yeah, I think this I don't know, I think people should just like, leave things alone and just let it go. Just let things go before it gets out of control. If people want to like, want to like false accuse somebody over raping somebody, which happened in the past, Yeah, I think Kobe Bryant, I think like she kind of felt like, she tried to put his name out there, knowing that he's dead, he gone, but yeah, the people just want to like, have clout for something, clout, to have a clout chasing. But I don't know, people want to like, want to false accuse him, Kobe Bryant, and not going after, the good things he did, for people though. But yeah, folks, basically want to, folks want to dig up his past, always being like being somebody who was somebody, but I just don't get it, man. So make sure you like, comment, and send on my channel. And let me see, I might come back with another video probably tomorrow or so, probably. So God bless, amen, peace.